officially in it. The final week of the National Hockey League regular season, and everything for the Colorado Avalanche is still on the line. They're in the number 2 spot in the wild card and looking to hang on to get back into the postseason in 2019, as tonight they welcome in the Edmonton Oilers. Doroff tried to find some space there as Cave would pursue. Now it's ran ahead. Curry, wrist shot, save Varlamov, rebound. 40 seconds to go on the Barrie penalty as Nurse is on his horse and bringing it up ice. Darnell Nurse right up the gut. Gagne now. Quick shot, save Varlamov. He's got the rebound in the crease.
So right now,
Larson with a shot, turned in the slot. Shot, save Varlamov. He's trying to cover it. It's loose. Puck right at the top of the crease. Finally smothered by Varlamov, and we'll take a timeout. We've got 12:48 to go here in period number 1. Varlamov good early. Edmonton with 7 shots. The Avs have yet to record one, but they're 1 for 1 on the penalty kill here at Pepsi Center. Hopper back to Girard. Oilers right now crashing hard into the Avalanche end. Nugent Hopkins trying to wiggle free. Benning with a long blast. Score! It was redirected by Gagne, or perhaps Lucic in the slot. And the Edmonton Oilers have taken a 1-0 lead here in the first period.
the Avalanche have not had a shot yet. Edmonton's had a power play. They got some shots on goal there, and they get the first goal of the game.
Into the corner. Andrighetto straight up top for Barrie. A spin move, backhand shot, save, rebound! And it's sent wide. There's your first shot. It comes courtesy of Tyson Barrie. Landeskog's reception was knocked away by Edmonton. Stolen away, Draisaitl out in front. Avs pick up the loose change.
They're moving the puck once they get it out of the zone quickly, not allowing the Avalanche to set up anything.
Headman pass Wilson into the slot, redirected, saved by Koskinen, rebound, poked at by the Avs, and Comfort couldn't get to it. Nugent Hopkins to Gagne. He'll find Nurse. He'll one-timer there. Nurse trying to find some room to the near side. Down the goal line, score! Darnell Nurse. The goal line extended from an impossible angle. The Edmonton Oilers have taken a 2-0 lead, and the Avs right now are stung with 6:59 to go here in the first period. In a hole here early in this one. Rammed up the boards, cut off by Barrie. It's a long shot deflected, saved by Koskinen. He just had his pads down on the ice, and he covered the entire crease.
And that next big goal is going to be such a key.
Here's Landeskog way up top. Finds McKinnon, backhand shot, save Koskinen, rebound, save Koskinen, he's got it. Top unit is out there. McKinnon trying to peel away from Klefbom. Now Barrie, he'll find Kerfoot. Landeskog down the goal line, it's knocked away. Loose puck behind the net, Comfort. Landeskog to Comfort. JT down low, cross ice, now to Landeskog, it's off of him. Shot, oh my goodness, what a save by Koskinen at the post. He's lost his goal stick and he's got it back.
But he hit Landeskog in the foot, it slides across. Oh my gosh, he had no idea. He did a flying reverse angel right here.
Finds Joe, centering pass, Wilson. Taken away by Draisaitl, and watch out, he'll maneuver back in. It's a 2-on-1 with McDavid. Draisaitl fan partially on his wrister, and it butterflies into Varlamov's catching glove. Dumps it in. Wrapped up the boards. McKinnon couldn't hold it in, and it's picked up by Malone.
24 Edmonton, 2 minutes interference. He cannot play the puck until he gets both feet on the ice.
Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 31 seconds.
It was 9-0 at one point for Edmonton. Now it's 13-10.
McKinnon through traffic. McKinnon bursts down low, shot, and scores! Nathan McKinnon, it's a power play goal. He darted through the entire Edmonton decor. Race to the front of the net, and he rips it home for his career-high 40th goal of the season. And the Avs needed that one in the worst kind of way. Doroff with a big hit on Chase on it. He takes that puck right away. Outlet pass to Barrie, the defenseman, into the Edmonton zone. Wrist shot, he scores! Tyson Barrie! He beats him through the blocker, and he beats him clean. And just like that, we're all tied up until, for Barrie, his lucky 13th of the season. Oh, what a goal. Outlet pass stolen away. Kerfoot will walk in. Deflected up and out. Kerfoot had a stick out, but he brings it up ice. He'll find Nieto. Now to Barry. Works it. Finds Erik Johnson. One shot there. Deflected. Score! Alexander Kerfoot cleans up at the top of the blue paint. And the Avs have bursted wide open for 3 goals in the second period. They've got their first lead of the contest. Kerfoot goes off 13 goals, moves to 14 goals, and he was Johnny on the spot. Wrist shot blocked wide. Up the boards it comes from Matt Calvert. Outlet pass finds Wilson. He's got Soderberg on the near side. Holds up, does Cullen Wilson. Backhand shot, he scores! No, he didn't do that. He did not just do that. Colin Wilson from the top of the circles. A spinorama backhand shot to put the Avs on top 4-2. Oh, highlight reel of highlight reel goals.
This is old Dennis Savardian right here doing this Chicago Blackhawk great.
So there you go. First shift for the Avs in period number 3. They caught in their own end as Draisaitl's back here. Gives it up. Larson's got room. Walks in. Shoots. Save Varlamov. As Kerfoot is in pursuit and it's waved off. Alexander Kerfoot with good speed. Barry. Down low for Landeskog. A wraparound try. Save. Rebound. Score! Oh, they've waved it off.
I'm trying to find. I see the puck right there. Now it's certainly not. Yeah,
Oh, that should be a good goal.
Upon review of the play, the original shot was not across the goal line. Then the goaltender was pushed in. We have goaltender interference on the play. No goal.
The Avs are now challenging the goaltender interference.
Upon video review, the call is reversed. We have a good goal on the
Trying to feed it to Bork. It gets all the way to Koskinen. Able to turn that one aside. Is in the corner. Chiasson. Had it taken away. Jost absorbs a hit. Sends out front shot. Score! Sven Andrighetto on a perfect feed from Tyson Jost. And he salts this one away. 4:53 to go. The Avs take a 6-2 lead. And for Sven, 10, his 7th of the season. Sent off now for Nugent Hopkins. Larson long wrist shot. That's deflected off the top of the net. Turnaround shot off the crossbar by Andrighetto. And will escape the Edmonton Oilers with a 6-2 victory to move to 88 points on the season. And the hopes of a wild card playoff spot are way still alive.
Absolutely. Now you instantly look who's next. Winnipeg. Desperate to win games, get home ice advantage. So it is going to be a big couple of days getting ready for them.